Ooh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys, girls. How are we all doing today? Well, as I typed to some of you, um, yeah, yeah. uh, I yeah. Oh, where's the music gone? One second. Why is this game not playing its? Oh, okay, maybe. Anyway, so we are going to. Oops, there we go. We're going to continue this our study of the undead. Uh, I know we didn't actually talk about the undead yesterday, um, but I think more of you want to hear about how I broke my finger and I'm still streaming as opposed to why I'm ow 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 what about the undead. So I suppose we'll answer all of those questions in due time. In due time. Oh, I should have gotten the other one. Anyway, so remember what this game is. We played it yesterday. Like you're supposed to, you're a dude or dudette, and you're supposed to just survive as long as possible. And I did cheat. Well, not cheat. I played a little bit after I had to run for my meeting, and it's actually a very fun game. Um, yeah, it is. The ow ow ow. Okay, so I was doing this with one hand, right? Obviously, because I just broke my finger on my left hand. I actually broke the index finger on my left hand. Um, and so yeah, we're gonna start this again, just because like what else am I gonna do? Um, oh, you're too sweet, thank you. But no, that's really not going to be necessary. I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh, thank you. Let me do one quick thing. Ow, ow, ow! That. Okay, I'll be honest. This is actually more painful than I imagined. Yeah, like what I'm doing right now is I'm icing it, and I'm trying to press the finger sort of into shape, and well, it's true, right? Like, what else am I supposed to do? What, like, literally all they can do at Emerge is to take a X-ray, make sure that the bone is where it is supposed to be, and then give me a splint and like send me on my merry way back home. And so, I mean, if that's going to be the case anyway, there's really no reason, no real reason in going and sort of like risking COVID, right? Like, yes, I realize I have boosters and everything, but like the point sort of stands, right? Like if I don't have to deal with COVID, why should I have to deal with COVID? And I think the answer is I shouldn't have to. Well, yeah, I mean, like, you're right in that I should have been more careful doing a handstand, yes, but I think we're past that particular blame game, right? So well, there's really nothing I can do about it right now, right? Like I've already had it broken. Like what do you want me to do? That's right. That's right. I am truly a streamer. When something happens, the first thing we do is stream about it, as opposed to go to emergency. You're right. Um, But that's sort of not the point. Like if this were something that I could go to a emerge about, you bet I would, right? Like, but the problem is like emerge doesn't actually help me in this case. So, or okay, that's not true. It doesn't hurt as per se, but it's also like it also doesn't help me that much, right? So, and also this run doesn't help me because like I'm not getting the items I need. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Well, I mean, ow, ow. Okay, one quick second. That is really quite painful. That's really very quite painful. Yeah, we're good. Just adjusting. Just adjusting. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Actually, let's go for the bone, dude. No, let's go for Janelle. We need more we need more bonuses. And this guy is a very nice sort of early game guy, it turns out, because everything he uses is like he essentially has a free duplicator, which for those of you who don't know is, even though it just said on screen like just now, a duplicator is essentially ooh, it's more painful than I imagined. A duplicator is something that allows you, essentially gives me every weapon he uses one more shot. Ah, there we go. Garlic, excellent. Okay, now that we have garlic, everything's fine. I really needed garlic. You can see garlic one-shots all of the bats, and that means I can simply run into them, and that makes the run a lot easier. Right, like, because I don't know if we saw it yesterday. I can't remember if we did or not, but essentially, like, the hordes in late game become almost like undoable without like proper AoE setup, and garlic is sort of the core of that, at least for me. You need garlic. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is. Ow. Okay, I'm actually. It's rather interesting. I don't know how many of you have had broken bones before. It is a really interesting sensation actually, because I know what I'm feeling. Like my body is going into shock, right? And that's fascinating. Like I've never actually gone into shock due to like a physical issue before, and so that means I don't know what you're talking about, bro. That's certainly not it. No. Yeah. So like, essentially, when your body goes into shock, you do a lot of really interesting things. Like suddenly there's that sense of nausea. There's all of these like very interesting sensations, and like limbs suddenly grow cold, all of that stuff, and it's fascinating because this is obviously the body's way of telling you that, hey, some shit's gone down. You need to be careful, and you need to like take it easy, right? But I feel like that is very much over how do you say, not overcompensating, but rather it is a disproportionate response to having, you know, just a finger broken. And it's not, it might as well not even be a full finger, right? It's just like the tip the very last bit of it. So it's just like, you know, why? Why, body? Why do this to me? Well, I enjoy your presence too. Thank you very much. Well, I mean, contractual obligations and shit, right? So come on, guys, support a bro. Like, our choices this run aren't very good because we're not getting a lot of very good AoEs. So like all of these are like, they're not bad per se, but they're not great for oh, got nibbled on by the bat. Probably. I'm gonna need some healing food. There we go. Health next. Oh yeah, and then these things happen. Right? Good evening, Nona. How are you doing? I mean, it is interesting. It is really a very, very fascinating experience. Like trying to stream with a broken finger. It's genuinely it's one of the more fascinating ways I've, or freshly broken finger, right? Like, if I already had a splint on it and a cast on it, I wouldn't even talk about it. Like, it's simply not bears talking about. But the fact that, like, it happened literally like 15 minutes ago, and I have the chat records to prove it, right? Where I was telling people about, oh look, broken finger, hooray. Yeah, it's fascinating. Oh yeah, look, we have a flower escort that's coming around and trying to eat us. Oh, I can't control myself quite as well with my right hand, which is what I have to use right now that I'm left like weak because of that finger issue. Will I get it looked at? Honestly, I'm not sure. Like, if I get up tomorrow and it's still crooked, maybe. Well, it's just that I'm not even saying it's a faff, right? Like, I suppose it kind of is a faff, but like, the point remains that it's not something that, like, what can they do? Yes, I'm in a lot of pain. I took my Tylenol. But like, there's really not much else I can do about that. Yes, I'm losing sensation in my finger, but like, what else can I do about it? Base attack, gain experience, firewall projectile. That's right. You should be inspired by my inability to do a proper handstand. Well, at least that's what happened when I was Oh, I probably shouldn't have ran into that. Give me a knife. How? Ow, ow, ow. Oh boy, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so the point is to open those chests. Get many chests, and then get coins. Because the coins are what allow you to sort of keep, like you can keep upgrades between runs, right? And that way you sort of like, no single run is a waste as long as you get some coins. And so by doing so, you're essentially sort of making the game easier for yourself. And obviously this also then means that the devs no longer have to balance their game quite as, ow, 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 ow. Here I'm gonna hit escape. My finger is kind of frozen. Like, it's certainly bruised, but it's not bad. I'm fairly certain the blood flow to it is fairly stopped. Because I've been holding it on ice for how long now? What time is it? Oh, like more than half an hour? No, about half an hour. Essentially ever since it happened, right? So like it's been essentially been on ice for as long as it's been a thing. More projectiles. Let's go for luck. I mean, you're too kind. Thank you, but no, that will definitely not be necessary. What do you mean? That's very kind, but it's also like not necessary. I can cook for myself. Thank you very much. Well, I mean, probably I'll get takeout. Yes. Like at this rate, I'll probably I mean, I don't have to be the hero, right? Oh, I shouldn't have ran into that zombie. Let's talk about the undead. How about an undead finger? Let's talk about an undead finger. Fingers are undead. One luck. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And so yeah, you can see the slow escalation of our abilities, right? Like we started at the top with barely anything, but in the meantime we have sort of like built up this arsenal of things that makes it yeah, I mean, well, you know, it is what it is. I mean, of course I wish my finger weren't broken. Thank you. That's very kind of you. But like, what can it? Oh, hello. Oh no, I might die from this. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, more garlic. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, what is that? Is that the killing? Oh no, it just attracts all of the gems. More luck. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, so by essentially building up our luck, we are just run out of that. It's just easier to run out of that because, like, if I stayed for too long, I probably would have accumulated some damage that I wouldn't know how to deal with. So it's better to run out of that. Run away. Run away. Whew. I am in some considerable amount of pain, yes. This thing that spews fire is called an NFT, by the way. It's great, I love it. The devs in the game are... Oh? Pressure, excellent. Oh, just a knife. Okay, one quick second while I adjust my ice. Yeah, so the more I level up, obviously, the more stuff I can get, right? And so that's essentially how we progress in the game. Oh, look at that! There's some skeletons approaching from all sides. Well, I mean, so what we do, like, the skeletons aren't one-hit kill, which means I have to be very careful about using our garlic to kill it, because it doesn't, like, I can't just run into them over and over again. So I have to hit and run in such a way that I don't like that I don't waste it, right? Like you see, all of our AOE is doing fantastic work, but we have to sort of like keep moving in a pattern in such a way that we don't expose ourselves to the full dangers of the skeletons. And then after the skeleton horde goes away, we can come back and clean up by picking up all that experience, right? That's kind of the beauty of the game. It's the loop. The loop is incredibly simple, but it's also incredibly satisfying, and that's good. Also, these werewolves are gigantic assholes. They do a lot of damage. And I never forget, or I never remember when they appear, so I always... Like, I've done this like 3 or 4 times. Oh, more garlic, excellent, and more hearts, okay. Excellent, excellent. We're just gonna bravely run away for a bit. Nice. Faster, excellent. Okay, so that helped us blast through some werewolves, that's great. Is it very great? No, because obviously they keep spawning. And notice that they keep spawning from the south, right? And so that makes it hard for us to actually go back and get the experience that we have built up so far. But we'll get there, don't worry. We need water, we got this. See? Ooh, ow. I forgot that was a lake. Excellent. That's a lot of werewolves, man. Where's my experience? I wish I knew. Like I'm trying desperately to level up here and collecting all this experience, but it's simply not coming to me. I need to kill some more ghosts, I suppose. Ooh, look at those werewolves. They really, really hurt me. Don't kill me, wolf. Oh, okay. That's a lot of leveling up. I don't know why I just leveled up that much, but okay. Thank you very much. I don't think this will absorb. See, yeah. Also, hi Sidewinder, how are you today? Oh, did you come and go, Sidewinder? Okay. No, it's all good. It's all good. What time is it? Oh, we have a few minutes. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Oh right, we can unlock this person, I think. Don't know if we should unlock this person. Yeah, you know what? Let's unlock it. How am I feeling? I am all right. Sidewinder. Oh, you're here. Okay, excellent. In case you didn't know, okay. Oh, this is just to make sure that the random drops of the potion can actually damage the bats. Yeah, anyway, in case you didn't know, I basically broke a finger right before stream today. And I'm currently right now icing it hard. I wonder what this would be like with garlic. Actually, I think it'd be fantastic. Of course, I need the gems for that. Actually, I am feel. Oh, still no garlic. And I'm glad you survived another day, Sidewinder, my boy. Survival is always the first priority. Unless you're me, of course. Oh no, I don't want to go in there. Oh no, no. That wasn't very smart. What do you mean nobody accuses me of being smart? I'm the smartest one here. Yeah, you're right, Sidewinder. I'm not supposed to break a finger. It's something that comes highly not recommended. Oh, I see. See how our the area of our attacks has shrunk. It is a bit of a shame, yes. But there's nothing we can do about that, so we're just gonna carry on. Ow. 1 second. Okay, just because I broke my finger does not mean I'm not the smartest one here, alright? Let's see you graduate high school 2 years earlier and then go to university and graduate that within 2 years. Aha. Oh, I can't take that on like this. No, I need garlic to take that on properly. Okay, to be fair, yes, I was trying to do a too much of a handstand, because you're supposed to work your way up towards a handstand, right? Like, and so I overcompensated as I went into the handstand, and so that tilted me forward when I shouldn't have been tilting forward. And here we are. Yeah, that's basically my life. Okay, more Santa water, I guess. I mean, I suppose this game we're just all about water now. Just gonna run around while the bottles fall. I mean, between the bottles and the lightning, I'm okay with this. It's just a little bit harder to survive the blobs, right? Because you don't have as much standoff power, and that's kind of necessary in those late game blobs. And I really don't want to invest in things like armor, because obviously I'm bad at playing video games. Santa one. Yeah, let's do it. Should we stream for longer today? Given that I'm probably not going to go to Emerge, yeah, I suppose that's not the end of the world. Not too much longer though. I'm probably gonna go to sleep early today. Well, I mean, what do you expect, right? Like, it's just... Okay, now you're just blaming me, Victim, and that's not cool. Okay? That's not cool behavior. Oh, right, this thing. God. We'll have the gun. Just have a little, because I don't know if you guys noticed, when they get hit, they tend to like, get pushed back a little, and so like, getting hit is actually a good thing. So having that little bit of stand-up power is actually really important, because it means that you're pushing them back, and so you're creating this route for yourself, right? Like remember when we were dealing with that gigantic mass of skeletons? That was really difficult, right? And that's kind of the point, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have ran into there. I mean, I guess we got the Bible. Not sure how. I suppose it's not. It doesn't do us any harm. Okay, bro, you're just gonna have to let it go. Okay, yes, I was doing a handstand. I can do handstands. Thank you. You know, it's okay that I'm better than you. You don't have to feel bad about it. No, I don't feel bad about it. It's true. Then why would I feel bad about it? Oh, I probably shouldn't have gone in here. Let's run. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Oh right, I forgot. This character has a lot of healing, which is really good actually. Or I mean, like not a lot, but like 0.5 health per second, I believe. So that's decent for, you know, given that would normally take us 5 upgrades to do, right? So yeah, that is pretty decent. No, I don't think we're gonna go for it now. I don't think that's reasonable. I really genuinely can't feel my finger, and I do need to like probably splint it up soon, right? Like once the blood flow to it has stopped, like you've sort of minimized the amount of swelling that happens. Oh yeah, so we should talk about this. So usually what happens when you're injured is you blood rushes to the area and that causes swelling, and the swelling sort of it does more damage than good in a lot of cases, but it's necessary because it prevents things like infections and all of that, and so it's absolutely necessary for it to do so. But in our sort of more enlightened civilization, it actually does sometimes do more damage because, you know, like the body doesn't care how it heals, right? So if I wanted to heal properly, and so I want to reduce the swelling as much as possible, because that also means there's less cell death, localized cell death. Yeah, holy water. Santa water, sorry. And so yeah, and so essentially by reducing the amount of swelling, I'm reducing the amount of cell, like unnecessary cell death, and that in itself is actually really good for making sure that I heal without, you know, too many scars. Okay, see, if I told everyone how mean you guys are to me, like even while I'm in actual pain, I think most people would be more inclined to accept that accept my being really mean on stream to you lot. Also, these big bats are really annoying. Like they take so much damage to kill. I don't remember what this person's perk was. I think it was that she gains, oh yes, she gains extra healing. And so that means like a lot of the time we're not too concerned about health if we can just like, if we manage to dodge them a little bit. There we go. This one. Just the cross. That's not exceptionally helpful. Okay. We're gonna leave. Can you imagine I just walk in and be like, sorry about this, guys, I can't present, I have broken fingers. Nobody would accept that. Genuinely, like, can you imagine? It is unfortunately unacceptable, right? Like, you just have to bear the pain, like, you genuinely have to. Like, nobody's going to accept an excuse of a broken finger for that kind of work. Let's make it clear. Like, for oh, the skeletons are here. How are we gonna deal with this? I have no idea, because I don't have ow. I don't have a lot of. Ooh. No, say we died. My finger still looks a little bit out of alignment, but it's actually a lot better than it was before. So I'm just gonna keep applying pressure, you know, all that good stuff. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. 500 gold. Yeah, we have. Let's refund this 1,000. I feel like 1,000 can buy me something, but I can't remember what. Weapons faster. Hey, that's not good. Area of attacks. That's actually pretty good too. Speed, recovery. Let's do this. Yeah. 260 max health, armor, might, inflicted damage. No, you know what, it's fine. So this time we're gonna go with this guy again, our early game guy. How many minutes? Oh, I'm already at 37. Okay. And Santa. So it turns out Santa Water is actually not bad. I've always been like, I got it once and then I shat on it for a while because it wasn't really useful for me. But I guess it just depends on how it's being used, right? Like, because it's essentially free DPS, right? Like, you just walk around and it just comes out. I mean, to be fair, that's basically all of this game, but still. But like, the area it lands in can be quite good. Santa Water. No, you're right though. I definitely want to get everything at least level 1, because that's just free double the damage, right? Of every sub weapon. Oh, and also, yeah, remember we talked about that this is basically Castlevania, right? Like, it's all Castlevania all the time. All of the enemies are essentially rip-up knockoffs of Castlevania. Ow, 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 ow. My flesh is kind of like, on my finger, is a little bit solidified. Well, not solidified, but like, it's taken on... oh, excellent. And garlic, excellent. Oh, you know what I should have gotten? I should have gotten the rain... Ow, ow, shit. I should have gotten the pickup range thing. That I find that that's actually really helpful. Oof. So I changed the way that I'm putting the ice to my finger. And it is now dramatically more painful, which means that there is probably some long-term damage there. Ow. 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 I mean, yes, I knew there was going to be long-term damage. We knew that. Like as soon as I saw that my finger wasn't in the right place, I essentially knew that. Still, it is life. It is. Well, so no. When I say solidified, I mean like because usually when you like touch, like your I guess how do you say meat, it is springy, right? Like it doesn't deform on its own. So like if you're ow. Like it doesn't simply just how do you say? It doesn't take on another shape. It reverts to the shape of a finger. But right now, like if I look at it, the shape of me pressing my finger against the ice, like the actual muscles on my hand are not where they're supposed to. That is actually really painful. Ow. Okay, hello. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to end it in how much time? It's at 42 minutes, right? We're gonna end it at this death. And if the pain gets really bad, I'm going to take an intentional death and end it there. If it doesn't, if I can still bear with it, I will continue to bear with it. And this is actually a fascinating study of pain and human injury, because I've never actually really been area of attacks. I've never really been injured in such a way before. Well, I mean, okay, no, I have, but I don't remember. I don't really remember it because I was too young back then. But the point is that, yes, pain. Yes, pain, lots of pain. Let's have light strike, because that'll do 2 strikes. Oh, is it doing 3 strikes? I think it's just, oh, it is doing strikes. I wonder why. Ooh, that is painful. That is quite painful. So yes, I was gonna say, I'm noticing that the pain is actually sapping me of warmth in the rest of my body. Like you know how there are sometimes in literature when we use blinded by pain, or like white hot pain, or like coldness that comes with pain. That is essentially like the idea here. I think I can see what they mean when they say that. Well, I mean, again, the question becomes, right? Like, what can they do? They can give me a painkiller, which I already have, and then they can give me a splint, which I'll make myself, right? So, and I mean, of course, ideally they'll set the splint better than I can manage it myself. Ow. But like even that is kind of debatable. Like I've set plenty of splints before. This has really like put a damper on all the things I want to do. You can notice the attack speed of our garlic, right? It's actually not that high. That's why we need to run back in and out of. Ooh, ow! Okay, heat is coming back. Ow, pain. Pain, 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 pain. Well, maybe you should. Someone said they'll break their finger on purpose and show me that it's not that painful. By all means, if that's what you want. Actually, no, just. I don't think my finger will be that crooked. Again, this is a very subjective thing, but I don't think it's as bad as I suppose I'm making it sound, right? Like it's the one. It's the last joint on my index finger, so like even if there is a little bit of crookedness, it's not like it's not going to be that visible. But I think the more pertinent question is like, I don't know. I'm now in a little bit of pain. Yes, let's just go with that. A little bit of pain. Yeah. Let's. I don't know how better to say it, but yeah. Like actually no, I do. You know how when some people are in pain they sweat, or like for those who are really in pain there's like sweat on their brows. I can feel the sweat forming actually. So like that's I suppose that's what I mean. Oh, you're too kind. Yes, thank you. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I'll hate myself just because my finger looks slightly different, from the right hand and the left hand, right? Like that's. I have enough faith in myself to know that that's not how my brain works. Get your priorities straight, yeah. I mean, my priorities are strict. I would like to think. Yes. Yes. But again, the question is, right? Like, if I do go, what net benefit is there for me? Fine. Okay. If I die soon, I'll go. Or actually, I'll just go whenever I die. How about that? Are we happy? Does that make you happy? Thank you, though. Genuinely, there are only like 4 of you who are encouraging me not to go, so that's. I mean that tells me who my friends are, right? If that didn't level me up, we got like 2 levels up. Don't die. Thank you. Well, I mean, my finger is still straight. Oh, okay. Alright, so that wasn't on purpose. That was actually me getting distracted by the pain. So I will actually go to the hospital now. So let's say, thank you very much for watching. Such is life, isn't it? Yes. I'm not gonna break my finger again just so you guys have a longer broadcast. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's just say bye here. Thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox. Please don't do Chrome, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Or depending on how well my finger is. Bye now.